Getting things done. Productivity secrets that will change your life. Do you feel overwhelmed by your to-do list? Constantly juggling tasks, but getting nowhere? What if I told you there's a method that could free your mind and supercharge your productivity? In this video, I'll share 5 game-changing productivity hacks from David Allen's best-selling book, Getting Things Done. So stick around and learn how to master your workflow and finally get things done. Welcome to Growth Amplifiers, where we showcase the best tips, resources, and tools to amplify and scale your business. Welcome back to Growth Amplifiers. If you're new here, I'm Kenny Harper, and we're all about helping you achieve your goals and live your best life through actionable insights. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful productivity systems ever created, David Allen's Getting Things Done. Whether you're a student, entrepreneur, or someone just trying to manage a busy life, these tips will help you declutter your mind and achieve more with less stress. So what is GTD, Getting Things Done? It's all about creating a system to capture, organize, and prioritize your tasks so you can focus on what really matters. There are way more things to do than time in the day, and without a system to filter those actions, you can end up spending a lot of time doing the wrong things. Or you could be so overwhelmed with your list, it could prevent you from doing anything at all. Now let's dive into the key steps that can unlock your productivity. Step 1, capture. Step 1 is to capture everything that has your attention. Here's the thing, our brains aren't designed to hold endless lists and tasks. It's exhausting, and by dumping all your thoughts and ideas and to-dos in a trusted system, whether it's a notebook, an app, or something like that, it's like a declutter session. Get it all out of your head and into something to capture it. It's liberating, and it's really important to do from time to time. Think about it if you have like a computer that has too many tabs open, or your phone, you've got too many apps open. What tends to happen? It can start chugging, it could start slowing down. So by clearing things out, by clearing up your mind, getting it from your mind to some sort of organizer, capturing that information, you can declutter your mind and start really focusing on what's important. Which takes us to step 2. You get all those ideas into whether it's an app or a notebook or whatever that you're capturing with. Step 2 is clarify what it means. Once you've captured the tasks or the jobs to be done, next it's time to clarify. Ask yourself, is the thing I captured actionable or non-actionable? If it's actionable, determine what is the next step. For example, if you wrote down plan an event, your next step isn't just plan the event. It might be to research the venues, to look at which items you need to purchase, start pricing things out, creating a schedule. It's breaking that bigger project into clear, actionable steps. That way you can really know which actions to take in the effort. If you're not breaking it down to a clear and actionable step, then it's going to be harder to get in there. You're going to have to think about, well, what is the next step? Slows you down. It's harder to manage in your time frame, in your calendar. It'll slow you down. So by really getting clear and breaking it all down, you'll know these are the actions I need to take. Here's how much time it's going to take. Here's when I'm going to get it done. Now, for the things that are non-actionable, you can consider filing it away as reference, setting it as a someday or maybe idea, or simply deleting it if it's no longer relevant. Sometimes I'll think of something that's really cool. It inspires me in the moment, but then after I come back to it a little bit later, I'm like, yeah, that's a cool idea, but it's not something I need to do now. Or sometimes, really, it's not an idea I need to move forward at all. It's cool, but it's just not for me, because we can't do everything, right? So we've got to choose the things we put our time to. Now, these non-actionable things, you may need to keep, for example, like if it's informational purposes, but they don't require action. This could be like an industry white paper or a report, meeting notes from a team discussion, or a user manual for a software that you use. You'd want to keep this information. It's relevant, but it's not actionable. So sorting away, putting it in the right place, very helpful. And clarity is power, my friends. Don't let vague tasks sit in your system. because it will only cause you stress and stretch your capacity. So a couple things to think of. Imagine going to your computer and nothing is labeled. Everything is just in there without naming things. It'd be really hard to make much sense of that. Or when you go to an inbox that has hundreds of emails and you have to search and filter through a lot of different emails, it's really not productive. By sorting it out really fast, quickly, and then you can go to the most actionable items, the most important emails, so much more productive. And let's just get rid of all the things that are time suckers. Step number 3, organize the results. So after clarifying the items, it's time to organize them. This is where your system really shines. Categorize your tasks by projects, priorities, and deadlines. Tools like Asana, ClickUp, Trello, Notion, or a simple planner can make this step super easy. An example of quick organizational categories include calendar for time-sensitive tasks, next actions list for actions that you need to complete soon, maybe they're the actions for the day, project files for bigger multi-step goals that you're working on, and then waiting for items or tasks that you're waiting on from others. It's easy to forget those exist sometimes. You assign it to someone else, it's out of sight, out of mind, and then you can completely forget about those items. When your tasks are organized, you can find what you need when you need it. And that's a productivity win. Step number 4, reflect. This is where you step back and review what you've captured and organized. Ask yourself, are you working on the right things? Are there priorities that need to shift? Weekly reviews are a great way to keep your system fresh and focused. Here's some reflection habits to consider. Review your calendar. Check your next actions list. Reassess your project deadlines. This is all about staying aligned with your goals and making adjustments as needed. Reflect, refine, and keep moving forward. I'm sure we've all had the experience where we set an intention, here's the schedule for the week, but then things pop up, things change, things move around. So we could have had a really good plan for the hand that we were dealt in the beginning of the week, but we were dealt new cards. We've got a different hand. So we might need to readjust what we're going to play. Step number 5, engage. In the final step, it's time to engage. This is where the magic happens. It's about taking action. Look at your list of clarified, organized tasks and start knocking them out based on priority and context. Not every moment is ideal for every task, so match the task to your energy level and environment. Here are a few productivity boosters to consider. Number 1, use the Pomodoro technique. This is the technique where you work for about 25 minutes, then take 5-minute breaks. There are studies to show how taking a little bit of break to rejuvenate can be very rewarding and increase your productivity. For me personally, I like longer 60 to 90-minute productivity blocks. The important part is to take those periodic breaks to rejuvenate, re-energize, and refocus. But at the end of the day, you've got to choose what works best for you. Another productivity hack is to start with the toughest task first. Author Brian Tracy shares in his book, Eat That Frog, that if you eat that frog, the hardest, most challenging thing you'll probably do in the day first, everything else gets a little bit easier. It's like coasting downhill from the rest of the day. But many times when people push the hardest action item to the last part of their day, they are so spent before they even get to it. And they end up procrastinating even further or pushing the effort off until another time. Don't let that happen to you. And finally, one more thing you can try is batching similar items for efficiency. Some people refer to this as bulking. For example, if you're needing to follow up with clients, you're needing to get back with prospects, you want to engage with your friends, you can batch all of your follow-up time into a time block versus piecemealing those follow-ups by working down a to-do list. And you're in one place, taking one action, it's going to be much more efficient. Following this process makes it easier to engage because you always know what to do next. You reduce wasting time and limit decision fatigue. And that's the getting things done process in a nutshell. Capture, clarify, organize, reflect, and engage. It's a simple and powerful way to take control of your life and get more done without the stress. Do me a favor, drop a comment below and let me know which step you're excited to implement first. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to crush your goals. Remember, productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things at the right time. Start small, apply these principles, and you'll get results faster than you think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. To show your support, take a moment to amplify this message by sharing it online. To connect with me or gain more business growth insights, visit www.growthamplifiers.com. Thank you for your support.